Next, very important thing: how to deal with this, offering items and convert to SKU. Before we go deeper, I want to show you some demo connected to how to these CSV reports really look like. I just need to check my report. Acronis. Example. Oh, sorry, it's in documents. Here. I'll just show you as soon as it opens. Oh, okay, so I have this very simple Excel file. I will create and then delete a client ID and client secret just to demo. And it's just automation of the script. So if I go to developers and go to Visual Basic, you can see that I have this Visual Basic theme. And if you you just quickly understand what I do here. So I just generate token using client ID and client secret. It's just demo purposes. I normally, you don't expect to use this. It's just a demo. And then, so I just generate token. Then I ask for root tenant for this client ID. Then I create a report with usage current for the tenant ID, for which client API client was created. Once save, then I just create report. You can see here. Then I just check in loop that report is ready. As soon as it's ready, yeah, I just download it. Here I just give idea, so application encoding zip, accept application zip. And then I just ask for it. And save locally to file. And then just put it file in my Excel sheet. That's all. Quite simple. So to demo how it works, I just generate and then remove API client. So new API client, Excel demo, create. So just client ID, copy, put to Excel, oops, client ID, and here I want to client secret, here we are, and URL to call, done. And now I just put it here and run my VB script. Let's wait a little. So now you can see I have this CSV report a little bit suitable format. Let me just filter it a little bit. So you can see that I have a lot of information here. And here, for example, I have these names of usage and different type of storages. So you can see that I have advanced storage, infra ID, type of Acronis for backup application. It is a partner, Stas Pavlov, and 000 all the usage, and this is advanced edition and all other stuff. So I can have it if you just let me show you. Here we are. Application ID, infra owner, measurement, name, and we have it. Tenant name here. Let me check the tenant name selected. Tenant name. So you can see this, all the tenants I created. So you can see, but I don't have a lot of I don't have any customer with backup users because I did not create it. So I don't have it here, but all other thing I have. And just you can, for example, can check that I have, remember we create these customers, so Postman demo customer, my customer, and you can see that here I have only this thing enabled and all other things disabled. And for example, for this customer, I enabled all the things, so you can see here this information. Okay. So it's just CSV file put in this this Excel sheet. That's all. Don't save and just immediately delete. So now you know how to this CSV looks like. So if you need to parse it, you just need to ask me or your representative, like a engineer or account manager, and we can provide you mapping for SKUs, which can help you to map it. So let's move to the real files which I created recently to deal with. So for example, this is dedicated file for new editions. Remember, there's two types of new editions, per workload and per gigabyte, and different type of applications. You remember, we can have it backup, files cloud, notary, and physical data shipping. Yep. So, and remember this is the name of SKU. This is SKU itself, SKU itself. This is offering item name, or usage name in reality. And remember, we have these names inside this report. And as well, we have editions in the report. And we have application name in report. And we have infra backup type in report. So in case of new SKU, you can just directly convert what you have in this report to specific SKUs for per workload stuff. The only challenge is that new rules how to deal with local storage. To calculate local storage correctly, now you need to drill down into the customer level to understand, because local storage is free for per workload, but it should be paid for per gigabyte licensing. And now as partner and customer for new editions can have per gigabyte and per workload licensing models and billing models in the one tenant. It means that they may have customers underneath. Some of them have per workload licensing and some of them per gigabyte. And that means for customer which decide to use per gigabyte licensing, I mean per gigabyte in internal naming, they should pay for local storage, local backup storage. And in this case, you just need to drill down till this customer, as we have, we have this customer, and calculate real local storage usage. But in the next release, this October, we will add additional additional usage, which name local storage cyber backup, which provide on each level needed information, and on you don't need to drill down with new additions to the customer level. But even now, with this table, you can, with very quite simple script, convert report which I shown you to the, let's say, list of SKU you need to pay with measurable information like number of something, or number of workstations, number of services, number of other things. So you can see workstation, services, and so on. It is a new licensing, but we have this legacy stuff. And for example, if you want to continue to work with it, it is as well my final version. I can share it with you. We plan to move to put it into to put it inside API in some way. So here you can see. No, it's the previous one. I just need to here. Okay. So you can see practically the same. But if you just analyze it, you can see that I have here per device and per gigabyte thing. And for previous licensing models, a mode of pricing is defined on Acronis site on billing at billing system. And it means you just specifically know, and you create two, and if you want to sell for both models, you create partners, tenant, for one for per gigabyte and one for per device, and create customers or other partners underneath. So in this case, you can see that you have different SKU with absolutely the same parameters as for the per gigabyte and per device, because this table should be used together with your knowledge what kind of billing mode you use for root tenant for which you request reports, per gigabyte or per device. But together as well, together with this information, you can use this report to convert offering items to SKUs and then bill as you like. So as well, you have here PDS, notary files, cloud backup. As well the same, and we have as well cyber infrastructure, and I plan to include it into the next update of these files in October, I believe. So it's quite simple, but very important to know how to deal with these things.